Joyful family, welcome to a brand new week. This is the week of July 7th through the 13th, 2025, and welcome to my playground. I am excited to see what this week is going to bring, what kind of adventures, what kind of mischief awaits us. So, it is time to chase the fun. So I have a question for you from our author. She says, how do I prioritize fun? Charles Richards says, don't be fooled by the calendar. There are only as many days in the year as you make use of. True. Very true. The author says, I use both a paper planner and an online calendar. It takes a lot of resource to keep me organized. I write down everything because my brain holds approximately none of the dates and times. Everything that matters most to me gets put on the calendar. You may not be the type to write it all down or add it to the calendar on your phone or computer, but you put what matters most on the calendar of your life. Midday, most every day, you eat lunch. I have a friend who goes on a jog most days around 4:30 p.m. Every meal and party and phone call goes on my calendar in my own handwriting. Every night at some point, you lie down and sleep. I know the things that are easy for me to fit in every day, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and sleep. I also know the things that require me to be more intentional, like exercise and time with friends. We show what we prioritize by what we make time for, by what we actually add to our calendar, our week, and our plans. So maybe it's time to start putting fun in your calendar. I know that may sound like a wild idea, but maybe this week just put 30 minutes on your calendar for Saturday and label it fun. F-U-N, in capital letters. And then start asking, what sounds fun to me? What would be fun in that 30 minutes? Who would you want to include? What activity might be the most fun in that window of time? What is something you've never tried before that sounds really fun? What's something you've long loved but haven't made time for recently? The days leading up to that 30-minute block on your calendar will give you time to brainstorm and chat with your people and collect any supplies that you may need. It's just 30 minutes anyways, right? You can watch a show in that amount of time. By the time Saturday gets here, you will have a plan. And by Sunday, you're thinking through what went great, what could go better, and how you'll refine your fun for next time. Put it on your calendar and see how that prioritizes and changes your fun. So our challenge for the week, to chase the fun. Where can you add 30 minutes of fun to your life this week? Find it and put it on the calendar. And don't wait. Do it today. Do it right now. So for me, as soon as Mr. Joyful comes home today, I'm going to talk to him about this, and we're going to put fun on the calendar for Saturday, and together we're going to decide what we're going to do in that 30 minutes for fun. I can't wait to see what we come up with. So stay tuned to see what that's all about. Joy family, welcome. It is Wednesday, July the 9th, and haven't done a whole lot this week except for just kind of lay around and watch TV, but I have had quite a few play dates this week, and I'm going to invite you to come in on one of my play dates. I'm having a play date with Kim, and there she is waving. So we just wanted to come on and say hello and invite you to our play date. All right. See you later.
Bye.
All right. Say bye.
Bye.
We're having fun hanging out and crocheting. All right. Bye. Hello, Joy family. I am back. We just were saying hello on the play date I am having with Kim, and notice I said am having. I am still on a play date with Kim, but I received Kim Happy Mail, so we're going to open it together with Kim. All right, it does have these cute stickers on it. I can't show you the front because, you know, I'm not going to give any address information, but it says today is going to be a good day and life is beautiful, and indeed it is. And I was telling Kim it smells good. It smells like a men's cologne, and so she said that it wasn't her doing, it must be from the UPS driver. So I know my UPS driver. Let me just try one thing maybe. Okay. Patterns. Those are the patterns for our mystery make along. So won't show those because it's a mystery make along. Thank you for those, by the way, Kim. I know everybody that's working on that project is going to appreciate having an actual pattern. All right. I have another card. So let's open the card. It says Cynthia. Oops. Cynthia. I like these envelopes. They're shiny. What do you call that? Shiny. Oh, wow. So this is my card. And I'm going to read it. Heart of a warrior. She may bend, but she never breaks. She may get knocked down, but she always gets back up. Are you going to make me cry? She may feel pain that most cannot handle, but she never runs from it. She has been tested and she has been broken. She has stared fear and failure in the face. She has the battle wounds and scars to prove it. And yet, despite it all, she never hides, she never backs down, and she never gives up. Instead, she continues to remain resilient, brave, determined, courageous, and strong. She shines bright in the midst of darkness, and she stands tall in the face of adversity. She has the strength of a fighter and the heart of a warrior. I'm not going to read this on camera. Is that it?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll just keep that part between us. But oh my gosh, what a great card. I love that. I'll read it in a minute with you, but for as on camera, I will save it. And then I have this. She's grinning really big. What did you do? She wrapped it again. Almost feels like a candy bar. Oh no, it separates. It's not a candy bar. Kim, what did you do?
We talked about this.
We did, but you know, my brain. I think I do.
So these are
smaller hooks.
Pearls hooks that I received that are small, but they have tiny defects on them.
That's right.
And I made a deal with Pearls because they were both gifts to me that I wanted them replaced. They shouldn't have those defects. They're very minute. You may not even notice them. So they sent me replacements. And so those are the ones with tiny little defects that I know that you will love just the same. And there are smaller hooks on top of it. I'm less likely to use multiple hooks of that size.
Well, let's jump in and look. Let's see, let me try this side. There we go. Well, I don't want to, there we go. I didn't want to break the little lip thingy. I don't see any defects. That's pretty though. Look at that red. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. This is a G+, which is a 4.5 millimeter. Unless maybe like down here at the bottom.
There's one where it's on the lettering. It's kind of got a little flatness. I think it's to the G on there.
Yep, it is. I see that.
That was the only thing on that one.
Gosh, that is really pretty though, Kim. And yes, that is a size I use a lot. Well, usually anything, the 4.
Well, I wanted to have you have them so you could see the difference between that and your full set.
Right.
That you got.
Oh, wow.
Now the other one has just like a scuff on it. It's hard to find, but I can send you a picture that I sent to Pearls. But
yeah, I don't really see it, but I love it. It's the E.
Well, good.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I look forward to hearing how they compare to what you have.
Right.
And maybe sharing that with other people, what your thoughts are on it.
Absolutely. I can already tell you though, I honestly like this better just because it's got that heavy feeling, but I got to wait and see the two. I can't wait to actually make something with it, and I'll have to point out that it's your hook. Oh wow, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'm just glad I could find someone that would appreciate them and put them to good use.
Oh, they will get a lot of use actually. So
you're welcome.
Oh wow, thank you. Especially when I start doing this size, the 3.5 will come in great when I start making more of the baby booties and the baby edging on the bibs and stuff. And then this is the perfect size that I use most of the time, a 4.5 millimeter for most of my baby outfits. So I love it. Oh yes, thank you, my friend. Well, thank you to all of you that joined in and shared this moment with us. And I will see you in the next segment. I got a card to go read. Bye. Hello, Joy family. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, fantastic, joyful Thursday. It is Thursday, July the 10th here in the Joyful House, and I just want to come on and just share something that has come in and what I plan to do with it. So as you can see, I've got 2 little boxes here in front of me, And as many of you know, I have been working on removable towel toppers for all of my vendor shows and selling and all that kind of stuff at the farmer's market. And so one day my mom and I were talking, and she said, have you ever seen those towel toppers where they are done around one little kind of like wooden ring? And I said, I have. And she says, have you ever made any of those? And I said, no, but it would be very simple to do. All you have to do is wrap the yarn around it halfway, kind of like I did with the scrunchies around the rubber bands, the hair rubber bands, and then just kind of stretch it out a little bit, and then, you know, flip it over and have a little button. And she said, I would like it if you'd make me one of those. Well, after I thought about it, and as I was scrolling through Amazon, and I was looking more at plastic rings so they could be washed a lot better. Yeah, I didn't like any of the plastic rings, so I ended up going with wooden ones. But I have an even better idea. So first, let me show you the wooden rings that I got. I did get 2 different sizes because some of my dish towels are on the thinner side and some are a little bit thicker, especially the ones that I buy from Hobby Lobby or the like Pioneer Women ones from Walmart. So these are the bigger sizes that I got. And you can see they're pretty thick and round, and they are about 3 inches across from one end to the other end. And then I got some that are a little bit thinner, but they're also 3 inches across. They're just not as thick, and so that would work great for the thinner ones. Well, what I've been thinking about, would love your input, is what if instead of fooling with buttons, I crochet around one, create a little strip big enough to go over the handle that it's going to hang on, attach it to another ring so that when you go to use it, you slide one in down behind your little hook thing that you are going to hang it from, fold this one over and put them together so now they're hanging underneath the handle you're hanging them from, and then slide your tea towel or your hand towel in them. What do you think? I'd like to know what you think. So that's what I'm thinking about doing with these. So it would take 2 rings per towel topper, and then we don't even have the button. But not to say that I couldn't make some with just 1 ring and add some of those cute whimsical buttons that I have been collecting. So let me know what you think. I would love, love, love to have your feedback and input. We'll continue having a great Thursday, and hopefully you'll come join me for a tea party later on. All right. I love you. Joy family, as we bring this week to a close, I hope you have had a great week. I know I have, and I've had a wonderful weekend. It's been kind of a quiet, low-key, on the down low kind of weekend. We've pretty much just hung out and watched TV and movies all weekend and just really use this time to do some deep resting and relaxation. And so sometimes that's just what you got to do. But nonetheless, we always chase our fun, and we hope that you did as well. I look forward to seeing you next week. And also, I'm excited that in the morning, I'm actually starting a new segment, and I hope you'll like it. As many of you know, we have been doing joy words in the Joyful House for the better part of a year now in lives and videos. And then, of course, we moved it and was just doing it into the tea parties. But as my birthday is approaching this upcoming week, I thought, what would be something that would really make my heart smile? I have almost everything I'd ever want. I have a great life. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. I'm full of joy. And honestly, that's what I want. I want each and every one of you to be filled with joy. So I'm going to take that joy word, and we're going to do a weekly short of just the joy word. And that way it'll be easier for you to take it with you throughout the week, day after day, over the span of the week, and really take that joy word and apply it to your life. And I'm going to do the same. So I hope you'll join me for that. Look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, make your own joyful creations, and be the joy in everything you do. And don't forget, chase your fun. Nugs and joy, everyone. I love you. See you next week.